What it do, YouTube? Welcome back to Oxcore Reviews. I'm your man, The Rebuttal, and today we got J. Cole with that cooked Kendrick. Oh yes, sir. Oh yes. Now we are months and months away from the apology heard worldwide. Shocked the nations of rap. I was hurt. Many fans of J. Cole was hurt, let down. How can you make a diss song and take it back? Never heard of. Never heard of. Yes. And then after all is said and done, you drop a song called Port of Antonio and say that you wouldn't have lost the battle, you would have lost a brother. Wow. And guess what? Kendrick did not shoot back. Even after hearing that, Kendrick lets J. Cole off the hook. Now, now, many may speculate, well, maybe J. Cole called the camp and cop, please. Maybe J. Cole had a talk with Kendrick. Okay. But for Kendrick Lamar to jump out there and shoot at J. Cole and Drake, more of Drake. But J. Cole, I felt like got even more disrespected because he attacked J. Cole line. And everybody was looking at J. Cole like this your chance because you've been riding around on features claiming you numero uno. FPS, first person shooter, you talking mad shit. So we thought you was gonna, and that last part of 7 minute drill was crazy. When you said I'm really powered up, it would be like swatting a fly. Man, we were hyped. We were hyped. We knew Drizzy wasn't gonna let it slide. Drake don't let like slide. So we know he wasn't gonna let that line slide. But we wanted to see what J. Cole had. Because the way you have been just murdering features and talking all this, we didn't see it. But we're not gonna stick on it. Okay. That's already been said. We already talked about the features and what he can say and what he can't say. But Kendrick did not mention Cole. Drake dissed Cole more than Kendrick did. And for me, I think because Kendrick knew if he made the misstep of taking on Drake and Kendrick, he may have beaten Drake, but he wouldn't be able to do Cole. He wouldn't have been able to do Cole like he did. Why? Because he can't eject Cole out the culture. He can't. He can't hit him with the culture button. And I think their clicks are a little bit more intertwined. So if Cole really wanted dirt on Kendrick, he could get it. And probably vice versa. But I believe Kendrick avoided dissing Cole on purpose. And not because he's so cool with Cole. If he was so cool with Cole, he would have made it blatantly clear that he wasn't dissing Cole. And Cole wouldn't have had to apologize. It would have been a different apology to me. It would have been more like, yeah, me and K Dot chopped it up and we good. He never really said that. So to me, I think Kendrick ducked the smoke. I think Kendrick ducked the smoke with Drake. Like I think Kendrick been wanting to diss Drake. Don't get me wrong. I don't think Kendrick is scared of Drake, but he knew the power of Drake. And Kendrick jumped out so ready and so willing and so eager. And he said, Drake gonna see the cemetery. He said, before all the dogs getting buried, he gonna see Pet Cemetery. That's because he knew he had the machines back and he had the industry's backing to get rid of Drake. He knows that no matter what he do, they hold the power of perception. But we're gonna talk more about that on another video. We're gonna get into that, the power of perception, because there are many talented young rap artists, but we do not control the power of perception. They do. And that's why the machine steadily defeats artists. And they big you up and then they destroy you and keep the money. But anyway, yeah, I really do think Kendrick was scared of Cole. Like, let's be honest. Euphoria and Not Like Us were the two big punches in the battle. But Drake didn't have a flat song. Like 616 was great, but it was flat to me. Meet the Grounds was crazy, but it didn't do nothing. It didn't defeat Family Matters. Euphoria and Not Like Us saved Kendrick, but Kendrick doesn't get a Not Like Us with Cole. Mm-mm. And even if Cole and Kendrick couldn't diss Cole, because Cole is the same exact thing as his girlfriend. All right, yeah, his girlfriend, our fiance. So it wouldn't have worked because Cole is from America. Cole know about the trenches of America, even though it sounds like in between that he went to middle class. You get what I'm saying? So it wouldn't have worked. It wouldn't have worked. He kicks on Drake because he's from Canada and he has a Jewish mother. That's the big difference. But nobody really, everybody is on Kanye for what he said, but Kendrick kind of said the same thing in a different way. Like, but it is what it is. The industry is behind Kendrick now. They're voting for him. So, but I don't think Kendrick. If Kendrick disses Cole, the jig is up. He gets exposed for what's really going on. With Drake, it doesn't look that way. With Drake, he can still be pumped up by the machine, but it don't look that way because everybody looks at Drake like he is pumped up by the machine too. So it just looked like two big titans rumbling, with Drake being more of the victor and Kendrick being the underdog. But Drake wasn't pumped up. Drake didn't have the help of the machine. Actually, they was pumping up Kendrick. You got to think like the Super Bowl, the GNX album, all of this was a rollout because they knew that they had what they needed to defeat Drake, to get rid of Drake. Did Cole notice? I'm sure Cole saw some sort of writing on the wall, and maybe his offer was, I don't know. I don't know why Cole apologized, but it may be deeper than what we think. Maybe one day he'll come out and say, because he's quiet. It's quiet on Cole's side. Nobody's even talking about J. Cole right now. It's weird. It's weird. But that's my take. I think J. Cole would have cooked Kendrick because Kendrick wouldn't have been able to use the culture button. Now, and I just wonder what he really would have said. It would have been two artists calling each other fake woke. I would have had to come down to bars. And J. Cole music I don't know though. I don't know. I don't know. At the same time, Kendrick do be cooking. Like, Kendrick barely defeated Drake to me. Everybody says it's like a knockout blow. He wiped the floor with him. I don't think so. I think Drake just had a lot going on. But I still feel like we have a untapped version of J. Cole that we haven't seen, like that 7 minute drill, that last part of 7 minute drill. He just got wicked. And I don't know. I just got this eerie feeling that Cole would have cooked Kendrick. And when he came out and said that he would have cooked Kendrick, you ain't really hear Kendrick say nothing. The other side got a little mad, but nothing happened. They even said that Kendrick was gonna come after Cole. They even said it. They said he getting this. Crickets. Cause I think he know. Cole Cole might be a sick man. No pun intended. But Cole might be a sick man. He got that I'ma dish you. Nah, I changed my mind. I don't wanna dish you. But if I did dish you, it's not because if the reason I didn't dish you is because I'm not scared. It's because I would have smacked you. I would have got you out of here. And I don't want to do that to my brother. I don't know, man. It might be some truth to it, man. But unfortunately, we probably will never see it. But I'm so interested to see what the fall off will be about. For me, Kendrick doesn't elevate past this point. Kendrick is stuck right here. Kendrick is stuck as the Drake Slayer, the sixth God Slayer, the Goat Killer. That is that is Kendrick's what he did. Like he's not going to surpass this hype. Like this has forever tied him to Drake. He's just a walking thing that makes you think of Drake. And if once he pull away from the battle and he's just standing on his own without people worrying about what he gonna say to Drake, he dies slow. And not saying like his numbers are going like he's going not saying like he won't make good music, but I'm saying the attention he getting will never be as much as he getting now, and it'll everything will level back out because Kendrick is not an everyday GNX GNX can be an everyday album. I'm not gonna lie, it's an everyday album, but that's not the basis of Kendrick movement unless he really finna change the direction of his artistry. Then I don't think he'll still be here. I don't think we get more GNX. But I don't know. I don't, and if he does that, that makes him fake because he's just doing the same thing Drake did, and the same thing he's hating Drake for. That's what he did on GNX. He made easy to listen to music. He made it more about sounding good than being so deep. And it's still, let's be honest, Mike Delete Later was better than GNX, but it was just the hype of him coming off a battle and this and that. But if Kendrick never disses Drake and just comes out regularly, Mr. Morales was the capture of him falling off. He needed to diss and defeat Drake to get hot. I'm just gonna be real. Not saying he wasn't hot, but I'm saying like to get to where he at scorching, to be like the talk of everything. That's what happened. His album would have came and went of like a yes, that's why we love Kendrick. He makes good music. He makes us think. We would have moved on. But now we stuck in this moment because Drake was so big and Drake had so much, it was so much build up to this battle that now we're just stuck. Like rap is just frozen in this weird space. And I feel like the only way we can kind of get past it if Cole was to come out and diss Kendrick or Kendrick was to come out and diss Cole, it would like level stuff back up because now we're loving Kendrick and hating Drake, and we're sending mixed messages to Drake. First, we're saying get over it, move past it. Now we're saying, oh, you not dissing nobody, you not dissing Kendrick, you scared of Kendrick. Like we sending mixed signals to Drake. We loving Kendrick for whatever he do. He can fort right now, and people are gonna say he just freed the slaves again or something. Like he just doing so much for black people. So I don't know, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think. My bad for rambling. Oxcore reviews, like, share, subscribe. Get at me.